You don't even look all that aristocratic. But I guess that is good for these days now. What with Maximilian Robespierre taking he can, you know, chop off whatever head he wants just because, you know, he didn't have as much fashion as we did. Completely sad and tragic. Well, yeah, that's why the peasants are revolting. It's because they weren't as fabulous as us, and so they got jealous. Not because they were starving. Anyways, I think it is good for you to keep a low profile when it comes to your makeup. Not wearing any makeup, I do like the natural look. I went for the no makeup look. How I look, you don't even need to tell me. But you know something, I'm going to be doing your makeup today. I am going to be applying a good, nice foundation for your face. But before I do that, I am going to be eating a little bit of the bonbon. Like the cake, you know. Might as well before all of our heads get chopped off. Should not eat with my mouth open or full. But you know, I'm French. I will leave the rest there. For now, I'm going to be drinking my milk. You guessed correctly. It does come from the teeth of a goat. It's not like we have any more peasants, you know, grabbing the food and making the food and making us the food, you know. It's so sad. You can't afford to go to work these days. They used to work for nothing at all back in the day, but now they're all like, oh, I want rights, and I'm like, you don't get rights. And so like, it is not fair that the entire lower class gets only one vote in parliament, while the military and the clergy gets another one vote, and the aristocratic bourgeoisie royalty get another one vote. And I'm like, why is it not fair? It is, everyone gets one vote. It is completely fair, completely. And they are like, because the clergy and the military and the royalty and the bourgeoisie and the aristocratic, or the aristocratic, not the bourgeoisie, they are all in one group. They are all in cahoots with one another. And I say, no, we're not. You know, yeah. But I was like, no, we're not. And they were like, yes, you are. And I was like, listen, you're only saying that because you are the 99%. But you know something? It is so hard being a minority, okay? Not everyone identifies with being so fabulous and rich. It's so tragic. And since they beheaded like 4 of my friends, I didn't like them all that much anyways. But you know, it makes me nervous that they're going to behead me. And I'm like, excuse me, there is not going to be any beheading of this head. Far too fabulous to be beheaded. If anything, just like, I don't know, mummify me. I don't know. Just do something, nothing that happened to Maximilian Robespierre. If something like that happened to me, I would not be dying anytime soon. I would get plastic surgery, whatever that is. I would get this fixed, and then I will die. But I'm not going to be dying with some, you know, jaw blasted off. Oh my god, my stomach is making sounds, and I'm like, excuse me, stop making sounds. The only sounds I like to hear is that of Rococo music and Baroque music. But I cannot afford the musicians anymore, so plus they got beheaded, so I can't afford dead players. Nonetheless, I'm going to be doing your makeup. First, I'm going to be applying a little bit of the powder all over your face, your visage, and down your neck. So, I'm going to be using this brush that I invented myself. Yes, I am an inventor. I am going to be, you know, usually it's like, you know, a large cotton pad like that, and it has like, you know, you just go Like, you know something? Everyone does that. Everyone in the world does that. You know what I do instead? I use a brush and I just go. It needs to be more seamless. There we go. Just. There we go. Down the neck. Beneath the jaw. There we go. And I will also be applying the rouge to your lips, à la bouche, and to the cheeks as well. Now, keep quite still. I'm going to be patting this white powder all over your face. Okay. So I'm going to be tapping this white powder all over your face, all over the visage. Le visage, le visage, le visage, le visage, le visage. It's masculine. I miss aristocratic men, but they were all beheaded. So sad. Quel triste. Listen, there's blood flowing through the streets and you're asking me why I am making so much sounds? Get your priorities straight. There we go. Now, around your jaw. And now for your cheeks once more. I really want to get the cheeks covered because that way it's more pronounced that you are very pale, you know? Okay. And now for your other cheek. And now down your nose. Now like a little bit of a brush right there, right on the top of tippity top of your nose. Right there, or right there, yeah. And then on your forehead, right here, just going to be going in and just, you know, making it very pale. So, I got the bleeps, I got the bloops, I got the bleeps. This is true. I am a, what is it called? Sound? It feels like there's a cause and effect going on, so like sound effect. Yes, I am inventing so many things right now. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying out this very nice method. I tubed. Yes, I tubed the rouge. It is no longer in like a little, you know, cup where you can just, you know, take a little bit of a brush and then just like smooth it on. It is now in a tube. I made it so accessible, so accessible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tube, very fine, very fine. I wanted it to be very fine, you know, for the thin lips. Although mine aren't thin, but I'm going to be taking into consideration those that are not as advantaged as myself, like I always do. You know, before this whole revolution has been happening, I used to take care of the peasants. I used to take care of them a lot. How? I would bless them with my appearance. Not only would I go to visit them in their little, you know, terrible homes or their terrible whatever food they had and whatnot, but I would dress very nicely. So they had something to look at that day and think, oh my god, I got to see moving art. I would do that. for them. And now they are mad at me and they are saying that I was flaunting my wealth and my beauty. Flaunting, more like blessing them. They are just so ungrateful. I mean, I even ate their food. I mean, I could have just not eaten their food, but I ate their food. Anyways, I don't even want to think about it. It's so sad, so sad. Curse that Maximilian Robespierre. Honestly, I'm so glad he tried blowing half his face off and it failed. And we still got to see that bastard get his head off. Yes, get his cut. I can't even speak for how emotional I am. No, just pout your lips a little bit. Just pout them. Like King Louis XIV, just pout your lips a little bit. Yes, exactly. And now I'm just going to be going in and just lining them a little bit. Just kind of marking a very like cherub sort of figure on your lips. Right there, right there. Oh, you are looking so fantastic right now. There we go. I think even King Louis XVI would want to bet you, and he doesn't bet anyone. Hence why Marie Antoinette is dead. So sorry, it's just kidding. We're not Catholic, really. So there we go. God. I wonder what would have happened had Marie Antoinette had children a little earlier. I think maybe it would have just affected her children instead of her, but you know, it's still a wonder. Because they said that King Louis XVI, you know, that is what I heard, that, you know, the key never went into the lock, or key never went into the lock, and I wonder why that is. And considering how Marie Antoinette had about 4 children, I kind of wonder, were those his children? And considering how she was Austrian, you know, if they're not his children, then they are not French. And if they are not French, how can non-French people sit on the French throne? Makes you kind of think, are we French or are we Austrian? And we don't want to be Austrian. The Austrians have weird sausages. And I don't mean that like duplicitously. I don't mean that like a euphemism. I mean like they legitimately, like their food sucks. I mean, if the peasants anywhere want to throw a revolt over food, it should be the Austrians and the Germans. They are always eating such crap. At least over here, like, we have cakes. God. It's so sad. And they're doing it so unfashionably too. Like, there is no form, there is no fashion, there is no fabulousness. If you're going to be doing a revolution, at least make it fabulous, you know. Napoleon Bonaparte, more like a Napoleon Bonaparte, like, you know. But no. So you're like, excuse me, we're just going to cut everyone's head off. And I'm like, you can't even do it like fabulously. Oh, it's just so sad. It's so sad, you know. Just pucker up a little bit more. I just want to get that little, you know, there we go. I'm just going to fill in your lips now. Completely. There's not much to fill anyways, but you know, I'm going to be filling in your lips completely nonetheless. There we go. Just kind of go. Exactly. You get the picture now. I'm going to be putting a little bit of this again on your cheeks, and then I'm going to be rubbing it out. Okay. So I'm going to be just adding a little bit of a dot, just like, you know, like this. Just adding a little bit of a dot, adding another little bit of dot, and just sort of brushing it away. Okay. So there we go. Just adding a little bit of a dot, and then on the other side, just adding a little bit of a dot. And now I'm going to put this away. Listen, this is the only music I get nowadays, so don't come at me just because I like to listen to music, okay? I look like Asia Argento from Marie Antoinette. What? I don't know what I'm saying right now. I feel like I saw into the future. If you can gaze into the future. So, anyways, God. With blood running in the streets and the fact that so many people are being beheaded, like my best friends, who are not really my best friends, you know how it is, you know, like, you know. And like the queen and king being deposed and also beheaded, and like everyone just absolutely losing their heads, literally and figuratively. You're going to come at me for saying just a couple of things that you don't understand Like, and for my accent, excuse me, can't wait until you can hear it. Just kidding. It might actually happen. I can't reach it. It's so sad. There we go. I finally got it. There we go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to be doing is just lining your eyebrows. You see, powder completely illuminates your eyebrows. So I'm going to be lining your eyebrows. And then I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a beauty mark. I myself have a purple heart. You will just be getting like a black dot or something. I don't know. You're not as fabulous as I am, and frankly, I don't want competition. So if you want to be competition, you do your own makeup. Okay. Now, I'm going to be doing your eyebrows. Just with a little bit of a pencil. Just something for the charcoal. I also took the charcoal from the fireplace, and I put it into like a little tube, and now I'm just kind of like lining it around. I am honestly a genius. So there we go. There we go. Yes, I'm giving you one of those like terrible eyebrows that end like right here. You just can't be competition for me. Like, you know, I don't like competition. So I'm going to be giving you an eyebrow that ends right here. If you have your own charcoal pencil, whatever, you can finish off the eyebrow and make it end right here where it's supposed to end. So there we go. There we go, 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 there we go. Oh my god, you look so terrible. You look so great. You look great. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. You look absolutely to die for. Absolutely to die for. And now finally I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a beauty mark right here. Like mine, but not like mine because you're not as good as me to have mine. Okay. So I'm going to be giving you just a little bit of a black dot. Bigger black dot. Bigger black dot. In fact, I'm going to give you a mole, so you are ready now. You may go outside and present your hideous self. Just kidding, you look so beautiful, promise. And you can now just, you know, walk around and be like, hey, you know, I'm part of the aristocracy. And they will be like, oh, what? And then you will have a nice little, you know, you will get ahead in life, you know. Okay, so go out and, you know, go ahead of me, and you can go and like, you know, go have fun, but you know, don't lose your head, you know, like, you know.